I'm with Madison Santos, class of 2022, is Young Women's Leadership Academy in the YWLA Independent School District. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with, who was Madison Santos before she decided to apply and pursue an opportunity at the Young Women's Leadership Academy? Where were you going to school? What were you doing?
Prior to attending the Young Women's Leadership Academy, I was a YSC student. I was attending East Point Elementary School. I was in 6th grade, and I had always loved school. I loved the academics, which was definitely one of the biggest factors into why I decided to apply to YWLA.
How'd you find out about it?
I had found out about it through my elementary school counselor, actually. I had talked to her about struggling because I was a new student at East Point Elementary School, and I discussed struggling, being a new student, getting adjusted to my classes, and she suggested that I apply to YWLA. She believed that there would be amazing opportunities for me there, and she was right.
So you go home, you tell your mom, hey mom, there's this new program, I want to pursue it. Your mom said, yes?
Yes, she was very excited for me. My mom was definitely excited for me. We went to the info session together. I still have the little mirror from the info session that day, and we discussed it. She completely supported me. We worked on my essay. She read it a couple of times, and after that it was where I was going to go.
You got the acceptance letter, you're super excited, you get here, and then you spend the next 6 years with the sisterhood. What was the experience like here, and what do students, maybe friends and peers, what misconception do they have about what it's like to be at Young Women's Leadership Academy?
I feel that most people, when they think about Young Women's Leadership Academy, they focus on the academics and the experience academically, which is a major part of YWLA. But I will also say that one thing that definitely stood out to me going here was the community I found, because the sisterhood I had supported me even after I graduated. Beginning college, when I was a little bit nervous, when I was a little bit homesick, I still had that community from YWLA, and they still guided me through those challenges.
So you're at Smith College.
Yes.
Tell me about Smith College. Where is it and what are you studying?
Smith College is in Northampton, Massachusetts, so it's about an hour and a half outside of Boston. It's a beautiful campus, very cold, lots of seasons, and I'm studying political science to go on the pre-law track.
Wonderful. So that leads me to something. Too often we have students who do or appear to do really well in school, in a traditional environment. They go off to colleges, universities, and within a month they realize academically, I'm not as prepared as I thought I was. This is really, really difficult, and in some cases, unfortunately, they leave the university or the college and they come back home and either go to work, or in a better case, they might enroll at the El Paso Community College, maybe UTEP. How do you feel after being there a month? Did you feel that the Young Women's Leadership Academy had prepared you academically?
I definitely feel the Young Women's Leadership Academy had prepared me academically, especially in regards to writing. I'm a humanities student, so I did a lot of writing this first semester, and I remembered all that I learned through my AP courses and the writing I had to do then, and whenever I felt nervous that I wasn't going to be able to finish a paper or that my writing wasn't good enough, I would look back on the papers I wrote in high school and remember that I could do this, I could accomplish this.
Wow. What about culturally? Sometimes we have students that leave that do fine academically. They're at an Ivy League school, a school on the East Coast as you are, but the culture is so different than being out in West Texas, in isolated El Paso. How did you deal with that?
Well, it was challenging, that's for sure. Going to Smith is like nothing else because it is a completely different environment with completely different people. But again, I definitely feel that the YWLA community supported me from the very beginning, and there were people from Young Women's Leadership Academy that still I discussed the culture with, I still kept in touch with, and they always encouraged me to really, I guess, understand the culture of the Northeast and become acclimated.
Right. So you're attending a very prestigious school in what arguably is the most educated state in the United States, Massachusetts. I believe it has something like 22 Tier 1 universities. and you're part of all that environment. And I assume it takes a lot of time away to focus on your studies. What do you do when you're not studying out there?
When I'm not studying, I work at the campus school on campus. There's an elementary school, so I'm tutoring 5th graders, which is really fun. I've also been involved in different extracurriculars, specifically in the arts. I love theater, and I haven't gotten as many opportunities to act in as many shows that I would like to, but I definitely hope I will next semester.
Yeah, you're in your first semester, you're just getting started. You're talking to a little 5th grade girl, and she and her family are trying to decide whether or not they should come to the Young Women's Leadership Academy. What do you say to her?
I would say definitely apply, give it a try. It awakened me to so many opportunities that I wouldn't have had otherwise, and I'm so very grateful for the chance I got to be a part of the first graduating class and to really live this experience.
Last question. What are some of your most memorable moments at YWLA?
Well, my favorite memory from my time at Young Women's Leadership Academy would be the college road trips, which is something that I definitely wouldn't have gotten the chance to do if I had not attended this specific high school. During my senior year, during intersession, I got to travel to the Northeast to visit colleges in New England and New York City through the YWPN network. And that was an amazing opportunity because it was through that trip that I really bonded with my classmates, but also that I realized that I really wanted to go to college in New England.
Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.